Thank you for joining us today in this video about value creation with digital transformation, because that is actually the core purpose of digital transformation, creating value for your stakeholders. What we will address today is how to assess and to measure, to improve digital transformation throughout your organization in a practical way. First, a little bit about our services. So we created the 6 success factors for digital transformation. We deliver interim and coaching for directors, boards of directors, and for digital directors and for IT teams. And we deliver various services all around this. And basically, we always do it by connecting business and IT on a strategic, tactical, and an operational level. So let me talk about the platform that we created for this. We saw many organizations struggle. We still see many organizations struggle, even more organizations struggle with their digital transformation. There are books, there are frameworks, there are vendors who tell interesting use cases. The question is, can you apply the context and the content of those use cases to your organization? Well, that is not always the case. What we wanted to deliver is rapid insight into an organization, showing them their current state of digital, so they can create a good path of evolution in the digital journey. So what does it deliver? It delivers people who are connected. So we save money, we create successful digital transformations in organizations. So a little bit more about those 6 success factors for digital transformation. It's a clear framework. So we say we should make a clear framework so everybody gets an understanding of digital transformation. So the first success factor is mutual understanding, partnership, cooperativity between people. If proper processes and if proper data quality is in place, we can say that productivity can be facilitated also by innovation. So there's a correlation between these success factors. To deliver the first 3 success factors, proper competencies, digital and IT competencies are needed in an organization. And of course, the landscape, the IT landscape, the digital landscape should be stable to ensure organizational continuity. The last success factor, last but not least, is how are the funding, how are the financial assets managed for digital transformation. So we attached 27 themes to these 6 success factors. And you can imagine those correlate, because if there is an innovative strategy for an organization, it should be funded properly. If primary processes are in place, and if data quality is assured, then this will lead to robust management information. The same goes for the 3 last success factors. If an organizational strategy for innovation is in place, this is the basis for an IT strategy, which can be delivered against with the proper project skills. So talking about the stability and continuity for a minute, of course, IT landscapes become more and more complex, and various resources are not in-house, are not on-premise, but are in the cloud, which requires organizations to manage their vendors properly. That's IT sourcing. So to summarize, the first 3 success factors are the business needs, the expectations, and the last 3 success factors, they comprise the prerequisites. So with the platform, we assess those 6 success factors and the current state and the ambition states, which leads to very interesting discussions, as you can imagine. In those 27 themes, we included many standards, methodologies, frameworks that are available, and we assess the current state, including ESG. What's the current state of an organization looking at sustainability? So we included powerful modules. The first one is the initial measurement module, which gives a view on the current state. We deliver the insights in a report real time, and the report is there in the form of a pie chart, a dashboard, and it's possible for all stakeholders to see the progress. We have a priorities and actions module, so for all topics that score below par, we deliver the possibility to attach those recommendations that are there in the report and in the priorities and actions module, to attach those to stakeholders. Over time, it's possible to assess progress with the Measure Up module, and if partners want to facilitate this for their clients, we deliver the partner module. So the benefits, looking basically, it's how it inspired us, Coca-Cola. Coke uses a recipe for success, easy to repeat. So we wanted also a platform that's easy to facilitate sharing of the knowledge. So it's 360 degrees. It has a clear pricing. We delivered it as a SaaS platform, and because we value the opinion of multiple colleagues, all colleagues in an organization, we, based on roles, basically interview them through the web with a structured tool. Of course, therefore, the tool is multi-vendor, multi-language, and we have based it on market standards. Then if you look at the future, we don't know what insights are useful yet to include, so we created it future-proof. So if we have new insights, we will edit in the tool and we will create a new content version. And by doing this with various partners, we can say it's an independent platform that gives you insight in your organization. So as a benefit, we avoid reinventing the wheel. And this means that various questionnaires are in place, but time and again we can see that new questionnaires are invented. That's not needed. All best practices from our clients and from our partners are included, and we avoid that people reinvent the wheel. So the platform delivers vital insights for directors and managers, IT leaders, digital leaders, and consultants and IT providers. If we look back, the track record that we have is its value creation. It's proven now. We have grip on IT costs, IT investments. It offers strengthened compliance, and we really can see that the business processes in organizations get more efficient because the various stakeholders give their proposals and suggestions, and those are prioritized. And people start talking about those proposals, and if there is some iteration, it's also possible to implement it rapidly because the priorities are defined. So this is also the basis for a clear business and IT roadmap. And as a result, we can see that many of the organizations that used our platform have gone through a successful business and IT transformation. We offer a couple of variants of the BusinessITScan. So we first have the free sneak preview, and this is available for one stakeholder. Subscription period is 1 month, and the completion time is about 10 to 25 minutes. So you will get the report and you will get a dashboard. I will show you that in a minute. This can be upgraded to the complete BusinessITScan, allowing 10 stakeholders to participate. And if you want to include additional stakeholders, it's for a price of 22.5 euros. The platform gives assures that enterprise-wide insight and commitment is realized. So how do we do that? So as I mentioned, we have a free sneak preview, and here you can see as a concept that the one stakeholder gets insight in the various 6 success factors and their teams, but not the entire content. And if the first colleague, the stakeholder, is triggered, he can upgrade the sneak preview and he can use the complete BusinessITScan, and it can be done based on roles. Because we value the opinion of everybody, but not everybody should, according to our point of view, get the same questions. Meaning that we have a role, for example, for the director, the manager, and he gets questions about the first 3 success factors for digital transformation. Then an employee, he will get a subset of those questions, and we also offer a short role for a kind of operational employee, and he just gets a subset from that. Then we have a role for the director who is responsible for IT in the board, and we have in many organizations a colleague who is involved in the financial part of IT. Then we have 2 IT roles, that's one for the IT leader and one for the colleague who is active in operational IT. So what insights do the platforms, do the versions deliver? So at first, let's have a rapid look at the dashboard. As you can see here, there is traffic lights on the success factors and multiple themes, and a couple of additional topics for each of the success factors. And on top, we can see that there is the current state and the ambition state on the various success factors. So this dashboard is generated by the platform, and you will receive it with the sneak preview based on one persona, and with the complete business IT scan based on multiple personas. So, for example, Essex has used the platform and generated the dashboard based on all thoughts, points of view, proposals from their stakeholders. So the dashboard combines perspectives, and that helps us to connect the dots and also to discuss patterns. For example, we see that in terms of the first, second, and third success factor, we see that in many organizations there is a reasonable IT satisfaction, but there is no clear plan for innovating digital and IT. In many organizations, we see poor primary processes, poor data quality, and that's not based on our extensive knowledge. No, it just comes from the fingers, because all these colleagues type it into the platform anytime, any place, anywhere. And you can imagine that if primary processes are poor and data quality is poor, this results in poor management information. Well, then the clear recommendation is first fix this before introducing very expensive, probably big, innovative projects. Because if we look at the third success factor, we see quite some organizations that don't have a clear organizational strategy for innovation, and they have a poor track record in realizing innovation. Partly because there is a poor IT strategy and there is insufficient project skill. So all in all, we connect these dots, and especially if we also observe that according to the stakeholders, there are challenges in keeping the business running. The basic recommendation is first the basics, and then probably work on new innovative concepts. What we often observe also is that IT is considered as a cost center, but of course, if you treat it as a cost center, you will never innovate your business thanks to digital and IT. So we say you should consider IT as a business enabler, and if you do so, many of the success factors will be influenced positively. So you can consider the dashboard that you see on the screen here as a snapshot. It clarifies the current state, it clarifies the interdependencies, it creates awareness because all perspectives from all stakeholders are combined, and it facilitates priority setting. Then, if we look at the next piece of the output that is generated real time, it's a customer-specific report containing all questions and all recommendations based on the answers of the stakeholders. In addition, stakeholders have the possibility to enter their proposals, and that all those proposals from the various stakeholders will be directly placed into the report. And as you can imagine, those proposals, those comments, are read carefully, and people start interacting with each other. Hey, I didn't know that for your process you need XYZ. So to summarize, directly in the detailed report, you can find the chart, you can find the proposals, the IT landscape, the business applications, and then with the priorities and actions module, It's easy to make a selection of what you want to activate first, what you first want to solve, and then what you will, let's say, consider as not the low-hanging fruit, what you will pick up later. Because we have many partners facilitating their clients in the digital journey, we created this partner portal. So uh, I do this a bit in high pace. We can talk about it later if you want to. The partner portal gives insight in the status of the various relations of the partner. The partner portal has the facility to invite stakeholders' relations into the sneak preview of the Business IT Scan. The partner portal also has the possibility to invite relations to the complete Business IT Scan, and the Business IT Scan coach, who has been trained within the partner company, has the possibility to invite his colleagues. And of course, there is a possibility to maintain the partner colleague data. So looking at the time, we might better skip to the some customer stories. We have numerous implementations of the Business IT Scan and various happy customers like Essex, like Keolis, like the Protestant Church of the Netherlands. And um, we, we'd like to invite you, if you want to take any next steps, most welcome. So you are invited to try the sneak preview. You can find it on businessitscan.com. You can also have a closer look at the various variants of the Business IT Scan. You can download, if you like, our white paper, or have a look at the various customer stories from customers in about 10 countries. Well, as you can see, we created a platform which is independent, multi-persona, multi-language, to ease digital transformation in organizations and to help them with all their challenges. So feel free to reach out if you want to take next steps, if you want more information. And I like to wish you all the best with your digital transformation. Thank you.